I'm Chris, and this is Cooking in College. I'm here at the apartment of Chelsea Sterling, the news editor of the Foghorn, Mine Wynn, the Vice President of Business Administration for Senate, and Erica Heyer, the sports producer for USFtv. They all live under one roof, and I'm going to be making them dinner tonight with a meal that cost me less than $5. Cooking in college means cooking on a tight budget. Mac and cheese, that cost me 59 cents at Safeway. But I'm not just gonna make mac and cheese. I'm gonna make a mac and cheese casserole, put in this little dish right here. I'm gonna add some shredded cheese to the mix and to the casserole. This one bag cost me $2.50. Now I'm gonna use a fourth of the bag. There's 2 cups in the bag, that's a half a cup. That's gonna amount to 63 cents. This bag of Cheez-Its here, I got at Costco in a 36 pack, one bag, 28 cents. Now I'm also going to have to add 4 tablespoons of butter, and at 10 cents a tablespoon, that's 40 cents. Oh, almost forgot about the milk. Whole gallon of milk, $2 at Safeway. I'm going to use a measly fourth of a cup, so that's going to cost me a big old 3 cents. And I don't want to just make the casserole. I want to have some sort of little side dish to go along with it. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with canned vegetables. There's nothing wrong with frozen vegetables. A vegetable is a vegetable, okay? So this can of green beans cost me $1. Which brings my grand total up to $2.93. So I'm actually going to make a meal for 3 people for less than $3. How's that for a college budget? Now here comes the hard part, right? Oh, wrong. You just have to add 6 cups of water. So it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For me, I just count it out like I did, boil it up. You know, and this has been a recipe that came up from my mom, so she's taught me how to do it, she's taught me how to love it, and this is the kind of food that we eat in my family. While you're waiting for your water to boil, conserve time, microwave your green beans. Just get your trusty can opener. Go ahead and drain the can, and then you pop them into the microwave for approximately 2.5 minutes. You've got your water boiling, and all you've got to do is add in the pasta. Keep it boiling for 7.5 minutes. Make sure you don't overboil the pasta either. Knock it down to medium heat. Now try to stir the macaroni periodically, and when it's getting around 7 minutes, you might want to just take out the spoon, try to get one of the little noodles, blow it, blow. Taste it. It's right. It's ready to go. So I'm going to get it into a strainer. Now you can use a colander. You can use any sort of strainer. I'm in an unfamiliar kitchen, so I'm just going to, this is what the Wynn Sterling Heyer residence has got for me here, and that's perfectly fine, because all I'm going to be doing is straining and straining the pasta. Make sure you don't burn your fingers, though. Usually you want to set that in the sink. Well, that's okay. You're going to just strain it and then bring it right back into the pot. That's fine. Bring it back over. So folks, this is what 40 cents worth of butter and 3 cents worth of milk looks like. I'm going to add the cheese sauce and the milk together with the butter and then stir it all up. So I know the casserole is going to be the main thing, and I'm just making a basic box of mac and cheese. But a basic box of mac and cheese can sometimes go a little bit awry. You don't have to have the heat on after you strain the macaroni. Mix up the cheese and the butter. Now what I like to do is add a little of our Mr. Mexican 4-cheese blend to the actual macaroni and cheese mix. Gives a nice little cheesier, gooier flavor and consistency. So I got a good looking mac and cheese going on here. And I'm going to want to put the broiler on the oven. Warm it up a little bit, because that's the setting you're going to want to crisp up everything after you layer the casserole. Get all of them noodles out. And something about mac and cheese just wants to, just makes me talk in a southern accent. I don't know why. It just kind of comes out. Mac and cheese in my family is the ultimate comfort food. And like I said, this is all $3, which is amazing on a college budget. It doesn't, doesn't get any better than that. You want to crunch up some Cheez-Its that we talked about earlier. Pop them open, spread them on, smack it with some more cheese. And that cheese in the broiler is going to melt down, put a layer on top, a good handful. You're going to want that to be nice and gooey so it all binds together. Go ahead, just dump it all. Just dump it all out. Then you go grab those cheeses one more time and you finish it off. Go ahead, just like that. You can use a whole bunch or you can just use enough to make it nice and crunchy. And now, my mom told me, because this is her recipe, that, and you can put it on the top, but make sure you can get it so you can kind of look to see if it's browning. She says about 5 minutes. I'm going to let it stay closed for about 2, and then I'm going to keep it open just to see how crispy and brown it's getting on the top. I know a lot of chefs say, don't open the oven. My mom says open it, so I'm gonna open it. All right, we're all set and done. Look at that, nice browning on the top there. It's gonna be nice and crispy. Now you may be asking yourself, why the heck is he showing me how to cook mac and cheese? You know, you're just putting mac and cheese and Cheez-Its and cheese together, big deal. But there's something about when my mom used to make mac and cheese like this for me, instead of making mac and cheese, just throwing it on a plate for me. I always looked forward to this because there's something about just mac and cheese in this little blue box. I mean, it's just worth 59 cents. But if you put it all in the little casserole, make it $2.93, just that alone makes this a little bit more special and a little bit more personal to all the work you put into it. Let's see what these powerful ladies of the house think of the casserole and the green beans.
Is it Cheez-Its on top of this?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
That's very good. It adds a little bit of salt, a little bit of crisp texture.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
And the green beans are a good accent.
Yep.
It's a good midnight snack. I'll say that.
Very good midnight snack. Hopefully
Very
the
yummy.
food coma will follow.
Thank you, Chris.
Now this is something you can make with any kind of breadcrumb, any kind of cheese, your favorite, whatever. It's just a new twist on a little blue box of mac and cheese. Cooking in college, I'm Chris.
Some new shoes on and suddenly everything's right. I said